EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Spears. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 27. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
11. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
Ralph. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. Broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Lisa 24. Silver.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
Here we go.
Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and...
And it'll be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Right. On red. Silver.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Thomas brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Lisa, 24. Silver.
Draw play, ETN. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, lion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! A.T. Perry, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Levis back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rip, 23. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Completes it to Perry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
All right, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On red. 13 loop.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 19 yards away. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point safely through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns in their first 2 drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Well, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Jaguars 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Hey, easy, route.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Lawrence going to throw again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
24. Here we go, sir.
On second and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! A.T. Perry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Hey, go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's go. Go, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, kill. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
54, Mike 54.
From near the goal line, here's Levis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Levis from the gun. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Levis. They'll set up the screen for Spears. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 8. Hand off to Spears. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
49.
The Spears with another carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Levis looking to throw. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Spears. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Hey, come on. Here.
Third and goal. Here's Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Red.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
All right, let's go. Take right open. Red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.T. Perry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Levis.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. In motion goes the tight end.
On 3rd down, here's Spears.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, like 13.
And here's a give to Spears.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Levis. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
13, Lou. Lou.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way.